Yo, they did Vegeta dirty. You know it, and I know it. In Dragon Ball GT, they did Vegeta dirty, man. Dirty. Dirty, 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 dirty. And that's why he got a good reset in Dragon Ball Super. GT Vegeta pissed me off so much. Right? Vegeta character spent so much time of always training, always trying to get stronger, always taking the steps needed to catch up to Goku and surpass Goku. That's Vegeta. That's what he is. That's what he does. He always trains. You mean to tell me he reached every other Super Saiyan level, but for 4, he needed mechanical devices to get him there? How does that make sense? How does that make sense that he needs devices to help get his body to be able to transform to Super Saiyan 4? But Goku don't. They the same full-blooded Saiyans. Both of them. It's not like Vegeta's a half-breed. It's not like Vegeta got something mixed in between. He's a full-blooded Saiyan, just like Goku's a full-blooded Saiyan. He shouldn't have needed any device to help him get to Super Saiyan 4. He shouldn't. One, because he already knew how to get to the Great Ape. Goku didn't know how to get to the Great Ape. He already knew how to get there. So why do we need a device, some mechanical stuff that Bulma had to put together to get my boy to the promised land, to one of the best transformations in the series? It don't make no sense, man. That just diluted Vegeta even more. And we didn't need that. We didn't need it, Vegeta to be diluted. The great thing about Super, and actually the great thing about Z, is that they kept Vegeta and Goku kind of on the same level. Kind of. And and Z, when he shows up, he's stronger. He's stronger when he shows up. Goku quickly gets stronger. Then when he come back, they on the same level playing field. They are. They on the same level playing field. Then Goku gets to step up. He gets Super Saiyan first. Vegeta puts in that work to get Super Saiyan next. And that's how it's been. Like, Goku hit a Super Saiyan, Vegeta right behind him. Goku hit right behind him. That's how it's been. You can't tell me now all of a sudden we got to change the formula. That Goku can get it, but Vegeta need help? What? The Prince of all Saiyans need help to get to a Super Saiyan transformation. Not because he's lazy. Not because he just got it in. Not because he's a half-breed. But what? Why? Why would he need that? That killed it. Killed it for me. It killed it. Because, I mean, we get there and they have a great moment together as Super Saiyan 4. But how we got there? Why couldn't we get in there the same way we've always gotten there? Him being pushed to always chase Goku. I'm trying to catch him. And what kills is that Vegeta's work ethic is crazy. Vegeta trains just as much as Goku. If not, maybe a little more. We could say maybe a little more. He's obsessed with it. So you telling me his obsession doesn't get him the reward of being able to get that transformation without help? I'd have been better if you had him get a damn Dragon Ball and wish that. I'd have been better with that. But the fact that you got to say Bulma had to help my man get to Super Saiyan 4 with some machines. Come on, man. That just don't, I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Terrible. I mean, that just do my dog so dirty. When you look at GT Vegeta, then you look at Super Vegeta, you like, it's two different characters. It's two different. It super feels like they finally did what they were trying to do with Vegeta all along. Give him the respect that he has earned. GT, I mean, he was pissing in our face and calling it rain. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It made no sense. And I had no justification. Can any of you give me a justification why that worked? How that made sense? How that was helpful to his character? How? Which he's a beast. He's a dog. He's a problem. And yet, he just couldn't get there. He couldn't get the Super Saiyan 4. He got to God. Super Saiyan God, but he couldn't get the Super Saiyan 4 without some devices. I mean, that just. And like I said, the fact that Goku got the Super Saiyan 4 in the same series and did not need anything but his own will, you can't tell me. You just can't tell me Vegeta has no will. Because that's what you're trying to tell me. When you say he need help with devices, you saying, oh, he don't have will. He don't have pride. He doesn't have that desire to get there. One of the most proudest and arrogant characters in the whole universe doesn't have enough pride to get there on his own. Come on. That killed it. Killed it for me. And, you just can't recover, right? You can't recover from that. That on top of the way they did Gohan, it was like, man, what was they doing? Were they drinking on the job? Like, it just made no sense. Nerf Gohan. Super nerf Vegeta. And then with the whole, baby, we already did that. And we already did that with the Majin. It just felt all recycled. It felt all recycled. And so, like, if I'm being honest, I kind of wipe GT out of the catalog. It's like, for me, it's Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. I wipe GT out of the way. Because Super now connects better after Z than GT does. It just doesn't connect at all. At all. So, yeah, man, y'all know how I feel. I hated GT. That's a bunch of bullshit to me. And I hated the way they did Gohan. I super hated the way they did Vegeta. And I'm glad we got Super because they were able to right a bunch of wrongs in GT. But let me know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know. Did they not do them dirty? Did they do them dirty? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But I'm going to say they did them dirty. I'm going to say they did them dirty every single time. But I'll catch y'all in the next one.